What's going on, my friends? Are we live? Are we live? Do a quick check. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. We are. What's going on, my friends? And welcome back to another exciting edition of Kerm Arts. My name is Kerm, and we are back in the Glass Studio once again, here for another edition of Torch Tuesday. What is going on, Mr. Dream? Good to see you. You are first. Temperature is sitting at around 72 degrees Fahrenheit here in Colorado, USA. And we are back, baby, in the studio doing another Torch Tuesday where we chill out, blow some glass, make some cool stuff, have some conversations, and just have a good old time. Yeah, it's not a bad one out. I think it was colder towards the beginning of the day, and now it's a little better. All right, though, my friends, we're gonna crack on the torch. We're gonna do a few bits and bobs. What is going on, Mr. Prest? He switched it up. He's done the change that Lifted did as well. How we doing, though, everybody? It feels good to be back in the studio. We're gonna get crafting. We're gonna make some stuff. Mr. Dream, hope you're doing well, boss. Good to see you. Pressed, also, same thing to you, sir. Good to see everyone. We're going to get fired up, literally, and get into some glass art creations. The old switcherino. A classic move. A classic move. Awesome. Well, feels good to be back. Thank you, sir. Hope you are as well. It's great to be back in the studio. I did say I would. When was our 300 follower celebration? I think that was Sunday, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Sunday. We got into a multitude of games and had a grand old time. Was planning on potentially doing one yesterday, but I've had some real pain and tension in the old neck and shoulders, and it's been headache territory. So that's unfortunate, but we're going to push through. We're going to press on and create some things. All right. Everything should be locked and loaded. Oxygen's on. I don't think the propane's on. Let me step into my cellar real quick to turn that on. Zamo! Oops. So apparently I forgot to turn that off from the last time we were in here. No big deal. But, whoops. 4-story, baby. 5-story. How's the music? Is it too loud? Are we good? Should be good. Nah, it doesn't leak. Like, it stays contained. You just ideally should drain both of your lines when not in the studio. So it was a bit of an oopsie, but nothing crazy. All right. I think without further ado, let's rock on. Perfect. All right. Cool. Cool. Yeah. I mean, if there was some kind of strange situation, if there was an open flame and a leak in my lines, it could be not good. but it's just a safety precaution, which I did not do. It doesn't really make a difference weather-wise. But let's crack on, shall we? I think I'm going to start the day off with... you know what's funny? I should check my gauge on the propane, because now we've got a fresh new tank of oxygen. I wonder if the propane's getting low now. Fingers crossed that's not the case, but we should be good to go. Nah, it's pretty much not a possibility. But we're gonna make the same things. We're gonna make some more pendants, kind of the similar style to the last time we did a glass blowing stream, and maybe a few other bits, maybe some other suggestions. Fingers crossed the propane is good though. Let me take a quick peek. I am under the table. Okay, it seems pretty good. But yeah, we got a fresh, ripping new tank of oxygen, a fresh mind, and fresh spirit. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I feel like there's something else I was planning on doing, but that is okay. Okay. Speaking of okay, we're going to split up a nice, fresh, new blow tube so we may blow into the glass. Oh, it's got a little beeswax on this one. I still need to get a scoring knife for the studio. It's super cool. You could use a scoring knife and just score a bit of tubing like this, put a little water on it, and just snap it in half. It's quite rad. I'm going to do an alternate method, though. I'm going to put it in the graphite. And then, boom, do the same thing. So basically how that works is you're just chilling the glass and creating stress so you can... Boom! Yeah, man, I mean, if you want something simple, I can make you $35, $40 piece, depending on what it is. These pendants that I'm currently making right now is my usual price. And that is also how I know Mr. Prest here. He bought some Rooney Kaboomy pendies a while back. Little fog on the gogs. Hope you're doing better though, buddy. I know you're feeling a little down in the old dumpskis the other day. Hopefully the spirits are higher. You like the one I showed? Well, still available, big man. It's in the house. I'm gonna do a couple different ones. I'm gonna do one with this irid, which will be similar, but slightly different color. Hanging in there, brother? Well, good to hear it, man. Good to hear it. Better than nothing, right? Better than nothing. So we're gonna do the same technique. We're gonna do a coil pot where we wrap the color around in almost a little cartoon beehive-esque protocol. And we're using glass tube and glass colored rod to create colored glass tubing, essentially, at least a small amount of it. So we're going to coil a bit of that up, and then I will get back to you How do you combine bronze to make wigwags and stuff? I could do a demo if you want, boss. Basically, you get line tubing. They make line tubing with different colors in it that you can just buy and attach to a rod and do it that way. If you want to be cheap with it, not really cheap, but you know, if you don't want to make it yourself. Or you can make line tubing with a few different stacked colors. And you basically wig it and you wag it. So you do one direction of the color and then you switch it and then you just do opposite, almost like a little zigzag of the color. And then you condense that all down, and when you condense it down, it really widens out those lines. So that's pretty cool. I could do a simple one potentially here, but we're going to warm up with this clear carve pendant. All right, almost done with this. Just got to seal off the end, and we are in there like les swimwear. Clean that end off, and bing bang boom. Oh man, the goggles are fogging though. It's a little hotter than anticipated. You're so talented, man. Thank you, buddy. This reminds me so much of your dad's neon shop. That's sick. Never knew about that. And then, what do you say, Mr. Lifted? You watch this older fella do neon glass on YouTube. Awesome, awesome. All right, so we got our little bit of color coiled up there. We're gonna, my blow hose keeps getting stuck around my damn microphone. So we're gonna use the big boy flame. We're gonna heat up all these lines that are in the color, smooth it out, condense it down, using the blow hose so I can puff into the glass and still be able to look at it. Bonding. A bonding experience. I'm going to try something wacky in a bit as well. I don't know how well it will work. I might try to put a pair of my glasses in front of the camera lens if I can, so you could possibly see more without as much flare. Could test it out. It could be like a nice Jimmy rigged situation for now. Man, I forgot. I think this size blow tube is a little thinner, so I didn't get much connection with the blow hose there. All right, so we're gonna get this super hot and give it a puff. Big Moist in the house. How you doing, boss? Always hot, brother. It's like 3,000 degrees or so. Sorry, mate. Just saw that. A little preoccupado. And then you also have the ambient temperature from the kiln, which is 1050. So that's 1,000 degrees. This is 3. Especially when the Big Daddy flame is on. It's a roaster. All right, so we're going to blow this nice and thin so the color will accept the clear and make a cool pattern, just like last time. Yeah, okay. I have my big extractor fan, but I could try it on. It's just so loud. I got a little circulation going, but not super adequate. Good to see you though, Big Moist. How you doing, boss? All right, we got a little that blue color puffed out. Ah, I'm a tank. I can handle it. I remember I've had some summer days though where I'm just like, oh god, I'm making big projects using that outer flame constantly, and it's a bit of a doozy. All right, so now we've got the blue color ready to go, nice and puffed out. We're gonna do the same thing as last time. It's basically a reticello, but instead of using color, so it's typically done on clear glass with color, but I'm doing it with color and clear. So we're going to put a bunch of different lines on, make a cool twisted pattern, do the opposite way. Same thing as last time. But if you missed it, I'll reiterate. Audio's great right now. Need to try to turn the fan on. Don't hesitate. Music volume, voice, perfect. Everything. Primo. Hell yeah, appreciate that, fellas. Okay, so we're going to lower this a little bit. And we're going to tag the clear on top and then move the left hand up. It's going to look like I'm drawing on, but I'm going whoop. Give it the whoopski, if you will. So when I'm really concentrated blowing glass, I always hit the Michael Jordan tongue out strat. I just, that's what, that's when I'm focused. The tongue ain't out, I'm in doubt. Give it a whoop wop. Give it a whoop wiggle. For some reason, I have Frosty the Snowman stuck in my head right now. Like, what's up with that? It's it's June. Why why am I thinking of Frosty the Snowman? Frosty the Bro Man. I don't get it. Trying to cool me down. Exactly. Exactly. The cool down track. Also, I couldn't remember what the middle bit is. Is it button coat and carrot nose? Somebody look up the lyrics for me real quick. I need information. All right, so we've almost got most of our lines laid down. I'll decide if I want to do even more between these, but it's like a general just cross pattern. Hot cross bun-esque, if you will. Yeah, we need to know, though. Was a jolly man. Wait, was a jolly happy soul with a corncob pipe and a button nose and 2 eyes made out of coal. I see I was scrambling the middle bit. All right, all right. I like that. I like that. Frosty the Snowman. I like it. I love it. All right, you think we should chill there or double down on lines? I think I could squeeze them in, but it would get tight. So you know what? We're going to keep it... I think we're going to keep it simple on this one. Or do we? Nah, we'll leave it. We'll leave it as it is. We got all our little lines on. We'll go ahead and just melt her down. Condense it back. Give it a little heat for the streets. And then what I'm going to do here, let's sing the whole thing. All right, I got you. Give me a second, though. Frosty the Snowman had a big old giant dong. It was made of snow. He showed it to the bros. Sorry. Improvising. I'll do the whole thing in a minute. Okay, so now to melt those lines back in, we're going to go in with the big boy, the big daddy, once again. So we're going to get the end hot, and we're going to let those clear lines sink back into the color and sort of carve out the pattern. Blowing it extra thin was a strategic move to let it sink back more fluidly in the color. What up, Viceroy? How you doing, boss? Good to see you, man. Oh yeah, baby, we back. Got the new oxygen tank, and we are back in the studio. Oof. Lifted with a swing and a miss. I understood your joke. Questionable at best, but I understood it. Oh boy. How you doing though, Viceroy, mate? Good to see you, boss. So now I'm just condensing it down, giving it a little puff here and there to keep everything even Stevens. And then after I get these lines sunk in, I'm going to give it the old Mr. Twister. The old Twisterino 5000. I'm going to take my handle again, kind of flatten off the end. Your energy's been a bit low. I understand that, mate. Mine's been all over the place. My sleep's been weird. The scheduling's been crazy. I've been on old man schedule, going to bed at like 8 to 10, waking up at 5 in the morning, often going back to sleep later on in the day for a quick nappy. All right, that's right where I want it. So now, I'm going to tag up to the end and give it a twist. Give it a twist, my boy. So I pretty much took all those clear lines laid on the color and brought it around town. Must be something in the air. Definitely could be. Tired of your job, but it's all you got. Yeah. Ja feel, brother. Ja feel. Okay. So now I got that nice and twisted up. I'm going to get it hot again and bring it back around. Actually, before I do that, now we can finalize it in a minute. Never mind, never mind, never mind. So we're going to get it hot. Bring it all back into itself and then puff it back out so I can add more lines going in the opposite direction. What's the purpose of the kiln? Well, I'm glad you asked. It's essentially so, because these things are getting very hot, it keeps it at a stable temperature and brings it back down to room temp. Or if I needed to take a break from this piece and pop it in for a second, it'll keep it at a annealing temperature, is the scientific word. Layman's terms, it keeps it at a safe temp throughout the process, because you can't go from hot to cold without bad things happening. All right, so I'm going to give this one final heat, and then I'm going to puff it out thin again. Yeah, so the annealing temperature of glass is 1050. It's kind of like food safety, you know? You got to keep the hot things hot and the cold things cold. So that's what it do. I am melting. I am Frosty the Snowman myself right now. I just got sweat beading down. I can feel it drizzling off the stash. It's interesting, but kind of nice. All right. So this color is a little, it's not as striking as the other one. You'll be able to see it more once I bring it in fully, but it's still got some cool color to it. You can kind of see that spiral pattern more so. All right, so now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to bring the lines the opposite direction and add more clear to the mix. Appreciate it, buddy. So yeah, just kind of doing the opposite of what I did before and bringing those lines the opposite way to create that pattern that I'm going for. The reticello, my good ladies and fellows. Should come out cool. This color is a little less striking than the one I used previously, so it will show up, but it's a touch more, how you say, less visible at the start. Uh-oh. I did the French accent. Mods, be on the lookout for you-know-who after that one. Might make them surface, you know what I mean? Wombles. There we go. Why did I say wombles? That line got a little weird on me. Stream pause? Didn't hear me about the silver? Oh, hold on. I'll look in a second, man. What did you say? My bad, my bad. Must have missed it. I was in the line zone. Getting my lines on. All right, same thing. Just gotta reheat those lines. Melt them in. Get some silver. You can incorporate precious metals with fuming, yeah. You basically use them and it sprays off onto the clear glass, and then you trap that with more clear glass, and you can incorporate it that way, yeah. Totally, dude. Okay, so there's a bunch of excess clear at the end. Yeah, so some of these colors, they have like built-in content like that, like silver content or something that makes the color strike and do a bunch of funky things, you know? That's pretty awesome. It's the all-in-one. The all-inclusive. All right, so I'm picking up some of that excess clear that was in the end. So when I do my final termination on the pattern, then it'll be an easier solve kind of thing. So I'm going to get this super hot and then check it out. Or not check it out. I'll let you check it out. That's what I'm saying. Just working on a pendant. How you doing, boss? Silver fume. Yeah, man. I think I wanna say I still have some silver and gold laying around somewhere. Not sure if I do, but I enjoy fumed pieces. I might have left it at one of the old studios or something. Because I had some. Because I remember making some fumed pieces a while back. Yeah, it's a classic. A lot of people will do silver fume over like a cobalt colored glass. Oh, actually, speaking of, my buddy Rudy gave me these. They're fumed. I'll show you more in a second, but it's a bunch of fume with different patterns and then encased in clear over cobalt. I gotta use those for something soon. All right, so I'm doing the same thing, condensing that clear glass back into the color, and then I'll give you a little sneaky peeky. This is somewhat similar to what I'm doing now. I want to get this condensed in too because I want to wipe my face. I'm a sweaty spaghetti right now. I'm mom's. I'm mom's spaghetti. Didn't even notice. Oh, you had to Google it. Um. Oh, you didn't notice the sweat? I mean, I can just feel it. Um, I've only done N64 emulators on my phone actually, and then just used a random ROM website. I think. Don't you? Didn't you say you had a Switch? If you have a Switch, you can use the one on there. It's probably the safest option, but as far as PC goes, I don't even remember what I use, man. Like freeroms.com for my phone ones, something. But if you do get a Switch and have Switch Online, I want to say if it's N64 specifically, you have to use like a add-on package, but just the regular Switch Online will get you SNES, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advanced, a few others like that, which isn't too bad. Saving for one. Check out Facebook Marketplace, man. You could probably find a Switch One for around 130, 150 at this point in the game. With the old 2 coming out. All right, I'm going to keep condensing this down and we're turning a hollow into a solid basically right now. But I'm going to take a little break. Not me personally, but I'm going to get the termination centered and I'll show the stream team supreme. But yeah, you can find a cheap Switch for not a ton. And then you have a bunch of different options and can use multiple ones. Oh yeah, it's definitely cheaper. But then you don't have to worry about viruses or anything. At least on the plus side. All right, this is coming along swimmingly. Give all of you a sneak preview. You gotta keep the glass rotating or it'll get off center. Oof, I don't want to wipe my face off. We'll let this cool down for a second and I'll show you what we're working with. Swang it. I don't know. It's like full spin around. I gotta put some tape on my blow hose back as well because that shit is. It's got a little hole in it. I gotta worm it on. Kerm Guardian Levi Brosa. Oh man, it's kind of crazy. Some of the lines went in super deep. I almost should have done a double layer on top. It's kind of hard to see the second layer. Almost just looks a little more swirly. I could still add some. I should have puffed it thinner on the second go around. Still looks pretty sick though. Just hard to see the second layer of lines. You will sub to Kermarts. It's kind of weird how it did that. Like, I can see them if I look close, but the other one's sunk in more. The crystal pistol, brother. All right. Anyway, still a good cab. Still looks nice. This color, as I said, though, it's a little more transparent. So you got to go real deep with the lines. What's crazy, though, is I don't know if you can see when I heat it up. You can see all the patterns there, right? It's crazy. It looks so much better in the flame. I'll get it hot again. And then you can see all the crosshairs. Right? It picks it up so much more. That's what the actual pattern would look like, but this color is just a bit faint. So you can only really see it. Maybe it'll strike out and go a little harder, but you can see it a lot better when it's got that heat. Got that heat. I got that heat. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Turn the heat down. Turn the heat down. All right. Turn it down. Turn it down. Ooh, I could. Maybe I should double down. The Dimsdale double down. Is that the move? I might. I mean, what could it hurt at this point? I'm going to add a second, count them, 2 marshmallows. A second layer of clear. And see if we can get that pattern more defined. So we're just going to add second layer of clear over top of the one I already did. So hopefully bring out some more definition on the second layer. But I got to be precise to get them exactly on top. Precisely. All right, boom. Don't know why I threw that away. I could have used it. So now we get another little swirly curly on top in hopes that'll work. It was a short end. I just got excited. I was like, bam! Get it out to the shadow realm. I just wanted to look cool. Oh, this is hot as a motherfucker, man. Hot ass. Looks maxing. Straight farming that aura, baby. Yasha. Just kidding. I was putting my sleeve on so I don't get as much heat on the arm. On the old arm there, bud. How we doing though, ladies and gentlemen? How's the day been treating you? How we been feeling? How's the mental mind? How's the physical body? What are you feeling? What are you thinking? Any good meals today? Anything you're grateful for? Same thing. I'm going to take that excess clear, give it a swirl. Oh yeah, baby. I think that extra layer is gonna do wonders for us. Sick as fug. You're happy to be home now? Well, I'm happy you're home, bud. You knocked it out. You knocked the day out of the park. Now you're chilling with me and the rest of the Kerm crew in the studio, vibing out. Sorry to hear you're still feeling poorly though, big man. Hopefully that subsides soon for you. You pinned that comment? Hey, as long as they don't think it's about me, we good. We good to go. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle. Here is my spout. What am I doing, dude? First Frosty the Snowman, and then teapot song. Donating. Sorry to hear your illness, man. Hey, we'll give the proceeds to you. All right. Yeah. Yeah, boy. Now we got that second layer. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think that's going to be a lot better. So we're going to keep condensing this down. Sorry, it's a long process. We're getting all the air out of it. We're making a hollow into a solid. Pretty much there, though. We're getting close. I still haven't wiped my damn face off. The sweat pouring in. The focus unmatched. Glad I put my sleeve on, though, because it is toasty. But kind of a nice toasty. Like, do you remember getting into the car as a youngster on like a summer day and it'd be hot? It'd be warm in that piece, right? But it kind of felt good, kind of felt cozy. Maybe it was just me. Who knows? But that's how I feel when I'm on the torch. All right. Let's say we're about there. That molten madness cooling down. Let's check out the pattern. The forbidden lollipop. Oh, wait. Did the new emotes get approved yet? Moist, check that out for me, bud. See if it's online yet. I did one of the pictures you sent me from the last stream. Yeah, boy. There it is. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Whoa. It helped a bit. It's definitely, you can see more of the other lines. It's just a funky pattern. I'd say worth it. Define them a little more. But that color is a little, as I said, this color is a little bit different to the one I used last time. Hells yeah. Yeah, I'm glad that I did that yesterday. You can see what it is. Even on the phone from here, I can see. I mean, I know what it is, but I tried to zoom it in a fair amount. So you could hopefully see what it be. All right, before I take this off, I'm going to put it in the kiln for a second because I got sweat all over my goggles. Take another little sneaky peek at it. Oh wait, here I'll give you the full debut. Hi. Oh, why it's not switching? Why is it going blank? It worked last time. Oh shit, I just heard a noise. Let's get this in the kiln. Never mind. Never mind, never mind. I just might have broke this piece trying to show you. I heard a juicy crack. Oh yeah, it did. Big time. Well, shit. This might be a bust. All right, I'm going to try to fix it. AKA heat the fuck out of it. We should be fine. I heard a big split though. I think because one, I was talking for a long time and I may have heated it up and let it cool down too quick. But it hasn't popped off yet. So it might just be on the inside. No rip. Oh, speaking of, is the rip emote up yet too? Don't worry. I'm a professional. Yeah, it must have just been a tiny little hairline. No bigs. No bigs. Salvaged. We good. Yep, I see where it was. I see where it was. And now it's gone. Okay, in that case, though, we're going to keep this bad boy ripping hot. Get it fully condensed. Take it off the handle real quick. Get it in the kiln. And then I can do the things I needed to do. I'm a professional. Don't worry about it. All right, we're going to do what we do. And don't worry, just the handle fell off. It was a little too loosey-goosey. Scared you though, didn't it? Scared ya? What up, big chops? How you doing, mate? All right, we're gonna get the back super hot, and we're gonna take it off the handle quickly. All right, we got a little excess glass on the back. Get that bad boy hot as a dog. Hot dogs. Peel some of that excess back. Sounded bad. The handle just came off before I pulled it. It made quite a kerplunk though, huh? Have no fear. The kerm is here. So we're gonna get this super duper hot, and we're gonna bring it all together. All together now. Ew. Got a bunch of scuzz. Get that out of here, man. So yeah, we're just bringing open like that excess bit of clear we had on the back. We're just combining it all together into one fluid thing. Hold up, I'll be with you in a second. The old Kerplunk. What I'm going to do though, I'm going to get some of these, not much, but just some weird bullshit I don't like out of there. And I'm keeping my tweezers super cool and grabbing onto some of that junk so I can isolate it. Isometric isolation. Arby's, baby. Love me some Arby's. I know there's a lot of Arby's haters out there that are like, how are they still in business? Brother, Arby's, they got the best deals on the block. All right, so we're gonna get the back super duper hot. Give it a flatten. All right, after we do that, I'm gonna tap off, not snap off, and then reconnect. You know what's funny about Arby's now too? Is they used to be like somewhat higher price compared to other fast foods. Now they got them deals. Now it's like one of the best options. Especially if you use those coupons they send you in the mail. Oh, buddy, you're good to go. It's nuts. All right, cool. I'm gonna melt this in and give you a sneak peek and pop it in the kiln quickly this time. Gotta find a good spot for it. All right, let's get it into safety though before anything dodgy happens. We do not want that. Woo! Hot dog. Hot diggity dog. Oh man. The boy was sweating big style. All right, let's catch up with the Kerm crew for a second. I saw a fair amount of everything, but double check, make sure I didn't miss nothing. The roast beef, mozzarella sticks, fries, peach cobbler. Hells yeah. I like the French dip. I like the beef and cheddar classic. Even their gyro is kind of nice, like unexpectedly. The Greek gyro from Arby's is kind of a underrated slapper, like genuinely, because I love that. And I love authentic gyro. Yeah, boy, it's good. The beef and cheddar, the French dipper, the gyro, and their cheese sticks are one of my favorites of like all the fast food spots out there. All right, let's let that chill in the kiln, or not chill, but heat up in the kiln for a second. And then we'll make a nice loop and pop that on there. We salvaged it though. I did hear a little crack from faffing around for too long. You got to be prompt. Now this is hot as ugh, good thing I got my sleeve on. You gotta try that? Oh, what, the Euro or the beef and cheddar? Cheese sticks are bomb too. Whew! All right. I've earned a little bit of water after that one. Free shake coupon. Dude, the coupons go nuts. I've gotten like, I don't know, I think two beef and cheddars for $5. Or like they have the massive ones as well. And they just send them to your door. It's incredible. Oh, yeah, it is a little roasty in here compared to last time. It's kind of crazy. Oh yeah, here's that silver fumed bit of tubing as well with some cool patterns. I got you, bud. I got you. I can make one right now if I wanted. Use some of this big solid. Or you could take the remnants of the cobra skeleton, which we will repair. Maybe even today. Last time I tried to repair it, that broke loose, and now I have this thin shitter. So I'm gonna have to take that off again, get it fully on here, connect up the middle piece, and then put the top to the other part. Uh-oh. My apologies. I am getting a phone call. If that's picking up on the audio, maybe it's not because I got the wireless mic. My bad. Also, sorry, buddy. Can't answer right now. Can't hear it? Okay, cool. Yeah, probably because I do have the wireless mic on, not the phone one. Otherwise, it probably would have had a bit of rumble in the jungle. Oh man, I've been pretty tired. I'm trying to take a breather from the old booze cruise. Minimize the intake. It's only been like 5 days so far, but trying to limit that. Be a little more healthy, a little more health conscious, you know? Because three, 4 nights a week it's excessive. It's excessive. I've been working on that. That's why I've been waking up so early, I think. Sleep schedule's been interesting. I've been on the old man schedule. But yeah, I think I'm going to take at least maybe a couple weeks and then see how I'm feeling. And maybe just chill it down to like Friday nights, brewski night, or something. Steer clear of the whiskey for now. Maybe just a couple brews on a Friday at the most. Hell yeah, brother. Thank you, man. Take a break from the old reefer. Sometimes a break is good, for sure. You know, a lot of these things, we feel so accustomed to them, like they're going to improve everything. And, you know, sure, sometimes the anxiety subsides when I've had a few bevies, but it always comes back. So it's like, I'm just going to be anxious at times. There's no fixing that. There's no getting out of it. No solution. So I'm trying to prioritize just doing exercise, pumping, and just getting through it. Getting through it, man. And stuff like this, you know, blowing glass really takes my mind to a good place of just like focusing on what I have to do or being out fishing, you know, shit like that. Yeah, we gotta feel them. We can't get rid of them, can't ignore them. Just gotta power through them. It's like that book. We're going on a bear hunt. We can't go over it. We can't go around it. We gotta go through it. I think that was anxiety coded. Ancient knowledge. Ah, you're on the old smoking the old ciggies like a chimney there lifted. I understand. I still got the vape, but if I limit it to one thing, like just a little of this, little nicotine, that's fine. That's not a problem. Slowly I'll veer away from this too, but you can't do it all at once. Small incremental steps, man. Taking little actions and just getting through the day. Nicotine's good for the brain. I've heard it is good for like short-term memory or like some kind of cognitive function along those lines. All right. After the old little vape break. Oh wait, we got to make a loop for this bad boy. First, and then we can combine it to a full pendant. Let's see if it struck out in the kiln at all. Oh, baby. Look at that. That's tight. Wow. It's way less translucent now. I know the light's right behind it. I tried to flip to the front camera. Apparently that's not working. But it's got some really cool greens and stuff in it now. I'm liking that. I wonder why I can't flip to the front. I was able to flip to the front camera last time, but it's denied me access again. You see the green? Hell yeah, pretty. Thank you, boys. Thank you. Much obliged. All right, now with that tone, what would be a good match for the loop? For the, I call this one the poop loop. Poop! I'm thinking I got a little bit of this. Is that all I have though? That's okay. I got a little bit of this kind of sparkly black. I think that would look nice with the blues and the greens. What do we reckon? I could just match it with the same color I made it out of, but I think this would look more bold. Or I could do purple, or I could do like a transparent blue. Here's the options at hand. We got these three, or we've got Old Bold and Brash. Exactly. More like belongs in the trash. I think they all would look good. To be fair, I don't think any of them would look bad. I'm going to go with the sparkly black color. That was my first thought. Go with the gut. Go with the gut. Always go with the gut. Quick kendama trick break before we get rolling. Boom. All right. Let's do it. Black will look great. Black with metallic flakes was your first card color. Well, let's honor that, shall we? Okay, so shitty red. Unfortunate, man. Red is like my least favorite card color. It's all right. It's just too. Ugh, there it is. Actually, there's a few bright ones that I don't like. I like like a dark gray. The gunmetal is one of my favorites. And then for cleaning as well, it's very good. Or, yeah, like not looking super dirty. Let me pop the sleeve off for now. Free the arm. So faded. Oh, it went like pink. That's crazy. All right, so now we are going to construct the loop. I actually am going to put my other goggles on. These are a lower tint. And when you're working with really dark ones, like dark greens or black or colors like that, it's not good for the old eyeballs. I was going to use the more clear rose tinted ones, which are good for detail. But we're going to go back to the classic. All right. So here's the process of making the poop loop. So we can attach a nice necklace to it, make it a wearable piece. Heat up a hefty portion of the end. And then we're going to flatten that out. Get you a nice wiggler. And then squish. Make sure it's all centered after the squash. Then we're going to get those tool lines out, because sometimes, most of the time, when you flatten a piece like that, It gets little wrinkles from squishing it together. So we're going to get those tool lines out, simultaneously get it hot, and then bring it around town. Got a little hook, little Bo Peep, and his sheep. We're going to get the bottom hot and kind of tag that bottom part on there like so. Minimize the flame. We're going to get that fully sealed in and not let our hole close. You can't let your hole close. Defeats the purpose. What's handy for that is the mini man. So we're going to go in with Junior here. And make those two pieces one. You got a purple? Nice. Hills, yeah, boy. I have not done much Rooney Kaboomy lately at all. Alright, so we're going to get the bottom of this super hot. Make sure everything's fluidly sealed together. And then hit the sides. And make sure we keep that loop opened up. The Chapper-Rooney. Mr. Prest with the subber. Thank you so much, man. I think it said 6 months. Appreciate that, boss. Really do. I really do. From me to you. Sorry, there's no alerts or anything cool while I'm on the basic IRL setup in the studio here, but it is what it is, you know. All right, we got our loop ready to go. Yeah, boy. Hey, that's always good. The bond skis. Oh, one thing I forgot to do though. Luckily, I have some of the same color right here. I'm just going to utilize that because typically I'll take the color and punty up with the same color so that way when I break the seal off, I don't have to remove any glass. So luckily I had another rod. Usually I'll add it to a bit of 3/4 mil and do it that way, but we're gonna adapt in this situation. So you get one side hot and the other side even hotter. That creates a temporary seal so you can later just break it off. It should be good. Yeah, thank you for the 6 months, Mr. Prest. You the guy. All right, gonna pull this out a little bit. To a nice tapered end. And then connect it up to the piece. BRB, no worries, man. Take your time. Take your time. All right, so we got that nice little sparkly black loop ready to rock. And we're gonna connect it up to our piece here. Noticed a little bit of marks on the back. Let me get that nice and hot first. And then we're gonna get our loop, the poop loop on top. Give it a nice touch and then pull back. Then we're gonna heat beneath. Get it nice and sunk in there. I like to really seal my loops in as thoroughly as I can. That way, it's a real stable piece, you know. Make sure it's centered. Give it another reheat. Ah, yeah, boy. Coming together swimmingly. And then here's where things can go wrong or so right. I'm gonna give this a little flick. That breaks off. Perfect. Sometimes you can have a double fail since you have 2 cold seals in the works. It can break off both, and then you're scrambling to get the pendant off your workstation, you know. It's never super fun. All right. Now we got that half off. I'm gonna heat up my tweezies. Easy tweezies. Grab on with those bad boys. And then give it a boom. Drop that handle to the ground. Drop it like it's hot, because it is. And then we're just gonna reheat that tool mark out from the bottom. Get it nice and seamless. Ready to go in the kiln. Give you a little sneak preview. And then I'll post the pictures on the Discord later for some better shots. But came out pretty cool. Give it a little look. Make sure everything's flawless. And in the kiln she goes. Touchdown. Boo, boo, boo. My bond is still up. I think I have like 5 days. I could be down. What are you thinking? What are you feeling? Damn. Big man on the raids. Oh, there's a red-breasted robin. I think it's just called an American robin. He's out there pecking away. Obviously a 300 Krakatoa. Spidey with the classic intro. How you doing, boss? I did do one earlier, actually, while I was waiting for the kiln to heat up and my phone to charge to full. I had like an hour to kill, and I was like, do a quick solo. Not opposed to the occasional. I just, oh man, Rooney Kaboomy. I have definitely strayed away a lot. From the old grind mind. Still up for a casual chiller raid though. Ah, yes. Okay, let's see if this works. Please work, please work, please work. No, why? Like, last time it was okay. When I did the bass fishing stream, it did the same thing. When I tried to turn the camera around, it went dark. The last glass stream, it didn't. Let me try one more time. Ah, fuck it. I was gonna try to show you all a shot from the other side, but is what it is. We'd have a more detailed look at the piece I just made, but check it out in the Discord later on. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, who neck? What neck? I could do another one of those pieces in a different color. I think that might be the plan. But I kind of want to do some sculpting. I might make one of my signature dino skulls or something. What are we feeling? Take a little bit of a breather after getting that bad boy in the kiln. It's looking nice though. I'm liking it. I'm glad I doubled down on the lines. I think it brought out the color extra noise. Any ideas from you out there? I'm down to make another one in a different color. It'll just be basically the same process though, which I will do commentary through. Otherwise though, what could I make? What could I make? I could do a skull. That'll take me a lot longer, though. Yeah. Probably warm up with a second pendant. Oh, speaking of, where's the other half? Is that? I think this is it. With that hose blow tube. I just snapped in half. There we go. Pretty sure this is the one. Give me a brief moment, though, ladies and gents. I'm going to use the little Kerm's room for a moment. But first, quick trick. Beefed it. Scuffed. Just go for a standard. Boom. Okay. I will be right back. We will expand on more creations. Yeah, boy. Actually, it's kendama. But yeah, pretty much ball and cup game with Spike. Similar. Anyhow, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and we will keep creating. Yes, sir. Precisely. Just had to clarify. Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. We back, baby. Alrighty. Maybe we could do a poll for what's next. I'm thinking I need to make another of these pendants, though. That way I have a selection of 3 different ones. Get those on the market. Try to sell them. I could do some sculpting, though, as well, potentially. The options are endless. Let's crack on. Yeah, I think I'll just do the same. Just a little smaller. More miniature version. Best plan. I mean, I'd probably be making a dino skull pendant. Those are usually quite popular. I could do both. Let's just do both. Double up, shall we? Little double up. Okay, we'll get cranking on a second one of those, and then I'll at least get started on a dino skull as well. That may or may not be finished today. Exactly, buddy. Nothing wrong with a double up. All right, we're going to take the shears and just give it a quick snipper. Isn't it crazy you could just cut hot glass like that? I've always thought it's quite interesting. So we're going to open up this blow tube, flare it out, and then add some color to the tip. We're going to go with this blue caramel color, same one from last time we were in the studio. I got to bend the knees too. I got to get in a good bounce stance so I'm not getting too rigid. Same thing, we're going to coil up that color, add it to the end of the rod, puff it out, and start adding some lines. I am feeling a bit peckish though, but we'll keep creating till the hunger fully takes over. I'm going to make this one a little bit smaller, and hopefully that will speed the process up a fair amount. So I'm going to use less color and hopefully less time. Ah, man. Feels good to be in the studio. Last week I only did 2 streams total anyway. But the week before we did a Torch Tuesday. No, it wasn't even a Tuesday. I think it was on the weekend, wasn't it? But I'm definitely trying to implement them more into the regular schedule. Because I love it. You love it. And I think it's a unique something that I bring to the table, the Twitch table. So we're gonna get this super hot, melt out all those lines, give it a nice puff, and then start adding some clear to the outer realm. Yikes. All right, I think we effed. I don't know why, man. It's been so weird that it's done that a few times. Last time we did a glass stream too, right around the same mark, it just randomly, it's like, I'm gonna shut off. Like, what? We back, baby. Maybe the heat. It could be. Is the phone super hot? It's a little hot. A little hot. Could be. If someone could put refresh stream, maybe pin the comment. I don't know. Whatever. Or just type it in the chat if you wouldn't mind. But hopefully the time is the time still going? All right, cool. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, possibly the heat. The heat in the streets could have just caused that to go out for a second. Anyway, we get some more color. We puffed it back out. Do the same process. Add some lines. Mr. Dream, thank you. That you find these streams relaxing means a lot. I thoroughly enjoy it myself. Appreciate all of you for sticking around though. I think it only effed for a couple seconds and I instantly was like, oh no. All right, same process. Adding our clear onto the color, pushing up with the left hand and applying some lines. Upbeats? I can. That's, you know, if you're in the market, I got you. For a friend, right? We don't judge. I've made a few in the past, not mine though. All right, mate. Just go ahead and shoot me some cash and I'll get those made for you. For your friend, I mean, of course. All right, almost got the final line on there. Oh, God. That's from Kerm. Beautiful, beautiful. My artwork going into the right places, as always. The butt. Pressed. I'm sorry. I can't do any redeems. I can manually do it for you if you want, though. The hacker. The hacker. But don't have my soundboard. I'm taking a little excess clear off of the top once again. And then we're going to twist those lines up, make a spiral pattern, and then switch it over to the other side. I got you, buddy. I got you. I'll have to do the manual redeem. So we got our lines over the top there. I'm going to sink those in. And then give them a twist. The old dick twist, if you will. Time for the big boy. The big boy. I'm going to just melt these in, give it a little puff when needed because it's thin. I blow it extra thin. Yeah, boy. Because it helps the clear glass sink into that color more and give it a nice defined pattern. Give me a second. I could still chat, but a little more difficult when I got a puff. Ah, yes. The hacker strikes again. I should do a honeycomb as well. I haven't done a honeycomb in ages. Kind of a similar process, but you're doing dots instead of lines. So we got all those lines sinking in there. And now we're going to get it hot and give it a twist. Since it's smaller, I don't need all that firepower. But I do need a little more on the back end here. Give it a solid McTwist pattern. And pull this off of the end. Get rid of that excess glass. We're going to do the same thing, reheat it, puff it back out, and start adding the lines to the other side. I'll give you a little preview. Wow, 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 wow. So we got those twisted lines all sunk in. Gonna reconnect up with the blow hose and puff it back out. before we add more. Hot jambalaya. But yeah, after I get done and jump on the torch, I mean, after I get done and have some food, if some of you out there want to do a little raid or something, I think I have. Damn, is it already 8? What? Hold up. I don't know. I might have some time. Maybe an hour or two. Didn't know what it did? What? What did? What are we talking about? Oh, the new game wheel spin. Sorry, I took that off. That was on the 300 follow celebration stream when I was like choosing what games to play through that. I can't change this game right now. We're in it for the long haul. So we got a nice twisted pattern from those clear lines sinking in right now. You will hypnotize minds. Just kidding. All right. Now we're going to add the other ones. Yeah. The wheel spinner. I got to take that off now as well. Thanks for reminding me, bud. All right, now we're going to go in the opposite direction of these pre-existing lines. Hopefully I have enough materials in my hand. In my hand, I draw Dark Magician Girl. Appreciate it, buddy. I'm just doing the opposite to create my desired pattern. It's about good. I'm gonna do one more to seal the deal, and then we'll condense it back down. So now we get the opposite layer of lines on there. We're gonna get it hot and sink those back in. Firstly though, I'm gonna get rid of some of that excess clear glass at the top so it doesn't sink all the way in what I've already done. See, doing this one a little smaller is definitely helping with time because we're almost there. And I've been a little less slow. First one first one was larger, and I doubled up with the lines and a few other aspects. So we're going to use the Big Daddy and roast it and toast it. Get it nice and ripping hot. Almost could have added another line right there, but it's all right. I think it'll look good as is. So we're gonna get the face super duper hot and condense it back, make it into a solid. See, the first layer of lines kind of thinned out. It should increase though. Like when I puffed it back out, I think it got a little less. I could double layer, but I think when I condense it, it'll all go back to normal as it was. It's getting a little off center, so I gotta adjust. Keep it perfect. All right, let's hear it. Let's hear it. I'm getting hungry. What's on the menu for dinner? I gotta know. Inspire me. Haven't quite decided what I'm gonna go for just yet. So yeah, just getting this super hot, same way I did before. We're gonna keep condensing it back. Get that pattern sunk in and also turn it into a solid piece of glass. Take off the blow hose. Almost there. It's a hot process. Indeed. Oh yeah, it's looking nice. Looking nice. How are you doing that emote? Didn't your sub run out, Mr. Dream? Did I accidentally put it in the free section? That's funny. I like it though. I like it. No complaints. Just wondering. All right, we're gonna re-terminate this pattern. Give it a nice, cool twist. Literally. You bought it with points. Ah, perfect. Woo! That went kaboom. Re-terminate the end. Exactly, exactly. I need a bigger piece. That 3 mil went boom. Too quick on me. He's kerming it. He's kerming it. I just want it to be perfect. Be perfect. Please. Nailed it. Perfection achieved. I went a little thin, but you know, it's making it unique. Possibly should have doubled down on the lines, but I think the pattern still looks quite cool. All right, let's finish it off and then get it ready to put a loop on that bad boy. Yeah, I think maybe I even went a little too thin. And when I sunk in both of the lines, it kind of slimmed them down a little more than I prefer, but it's all good. It is what it is. And it still looks quite nice. I am kerming out of my mind. Break that piece off. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it. They're all different, you know, they're all unique. That's the fun. That's the fun of the matter. All right, now we're going to get the back uber hot, puff it out thin, and finish off the bottom side and put a nice little loop on there. He's doing it. He's doing it. He's kerming it. Cleaning off a little bit of that excess from the blow hose on the back. And we're going to get it super hot again. Need to take a little bit of that off. Had some weird stuff on the end you don't want. Shit shower Shambo, what? Oh, that's hot. That's very hot. Oh shit, in the shower, eh? Get in! Get in! All right, we're gonna get the bottom super hot again. Give it a nice flatten. Sorry, I will catch up in a second. Although I don't think I've missed much with the shitting in the shower, whatever is going on. I've been in the zone. The bone zone. Alrighty, cool. Got that going. Give it one more little swoop. And then we're going to knock it off. Re-tag to the side. And then get the loop made and ready. Yeah, I feel like I spent half the time on this one. Shitting in my shower? No one's shitting in my shower. I don't think so, buddy. Not today. Poop all over what? All right, settle down, simpletons. The double decky, 50 gifted, 50 gifted. You could shit in the shower, I suppose. You gotta clean it up though. Anyway, you damn degens, check out this. We got the cab locked in, locked on. It's looking pretty cool. Nice little miniature. Miniature pattern. Look, none of you are coming to my house, okay? No upper deckies, no double deckies, no shower shits. I won't allow it. Yeah, for shower poop, but like, you know, it's an odd thing to want that bad for like that amount of money. You'd have to come all the way here and just to do that is absurd. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Shall I do the coolest mic stand in the books? Should we clip it to... Can we clip it? Maybe to the back? The T-Rex mic. I don't know why I don't trust it. Maybe topside? Yeah, boy. It's not working as well as I wanted it to. But maybe it's okay. I don't think it'll break or anything. She dummy fig. Am I gonna freestyle? You want me to? Should we bring it back to an OG Broman freestyle? don't know if I got it in me anymore. Check it. Blast a hype verse. Nah. Bruv Man and Bro Man. That was a classic. Only the real ones know. That was early days of the stream. Oh, Bro Man. R.I.P. Bro Man. And Bruv Man. Oh, you did hit a beatbox, though. Ah, hit him with the funky rhythm. And I make glass art. That's what I'll give him. Just for the memes. Well, I'll still do it. I'll still do it. All right. I gotta make a loop-de-loop, and pull on this piece. And then I might crack on with a skull. A scullium fancy son. Because I'm fancy, son. Oh, brother. Okay, before we do that, though, my water is getting low. Water's running out. Let me carefully get this off. Trying to think of other cool things that I could clip the mic onto. Mic check. Oh, that's funny though, man. I had Bro Man and Bruv Man. The freestyles. That was like early couple months of streaming. Boy, that takes me back to the old times. All right. Let me go get a refill. Not so far away exactly, bud. About right around last January, early months of the year. The legend of Bro Man will live on. Okay. Give me a brief moment in time as I refill my water bottle. And then it's getting dark. It's getting dark out. It's cooling off in the studio. Might have to turn some extra lighting on in the background. But I will do that momentarily. Gotta stand up straight. Gotta reposture. I feel like I'm slouching a little bit. Anyway, I'll be right back. Love ya. Yeah, he runs that quick. No. All right. Oh, sorry. The tunes need a revamp. Yeah, brother. Got a old classic. Well, new classic. Kind of box mod with the built-in corral. I'm not with those new disposable geek vapes or anything, you know. I like the tried and true. Put the vape juice in the top section. You know, that kind of vibe. My girl's into the old disposable, the old geek bears. I do like ripping hers every once in a while though, because she got like the blue raspberry minty menthol, and sometimes I kind of miss it. Takes me back to when I first started smoking cigs, ripping ciggies, ripping them minties. But we back. We just got to make this loop and pop it on the piece. Oh yeah, they're not bad. They just they hurt me a little more than this one. And get the scratchy. I'm a little more prone to coughing. All right. Let us make a nice loop for this piece. I'm thinking something chill color-wise. Sorry, vape break. I'm getting hungies. I need it. All right, when did I start the stream? I think it was like right at 6. Okay. Well, we'll at least get 3 to 4 hours in the tank here. $6:05. I'm at. Okay, okay. Nice, nice, nice. We'll take that. We'll take that. Perfect, perfect. Okay, let's try for a second though. I'm gonna put the vent on and kind of clean house. Let me know if it's like omega loud, which it is. But hopefully it's not crazy terrible if I stand back here. I want to know because I should be running this more often for my health. Is it on? Yeah, it's on right now. Can you not really hear it much? If so, then I should start leaving it on a little more. You don't hear it? Okay. Okay. Good isolation from the mic then. At all. All right. I'll put you closer to it if you want to hear it. What if it just sucked my mic to run and follow the tube? Damn, that's crazy though. I thought it would be like, oh, maybe it was before I got the mic. When I was still running it off the phone, it would pick it up. Yeah, I put it next to it. But if you let me know if you can hear it or not, I'm going to keep it on at least for a second. Okay, that's sick. Wow, I've been sacrificing my health for nothing. Because when I thought before when I had it on, yeah, okay. Because yeah, when I had it on before, I didn't have the mic, so it probably picked it up way heavier, and it sounded like I was in a space shuttle. See, it just sucks all the vape into the hole. All right, cool. Well, I'm gonna leave that on. If you can't hear it much at all, then that's really positive, and I can leave that on and get any excess fumes and have good ventilation without and still be able to stream without it being loud as fuck. So that is a good thing. I'm gonna pop that on a lot more now. It's perfect. Okay, awesome. Hells yeah! I'm stoked on that actually. Turning the torch on made it even better. What? With not hearing the sound? Now that's cool though, because I really need to have this on. And when I first started doing the glass streams, I would just have it off because I didn't have the microphone and it was super loud and picked it up. And I didn't want it to be like an unbearable experience. But with this newfound knowledge, that is good to know. All right, we're going to flatten out a loop. With the torch off, you could slightly hear the fan when you would talk, but I think, okay, yeah, it's like localizing the torch sounds. Sick. Let's go. Good for good for my health, no doubt. And I mean, when I have the torch off, there's no reason to keep the fan on anyway. So that's sick. I suppose I hadn't really tried it much once I got the new mic, only when I was running it off of the phone microphone. The phone microphone. I don't know why that's funny to me, but it is. Cool. Appreciate the feedback, gentlemen. That is very positive. A little torch whistle. A little shh. Well, hell yeah. I'm stoked on that. All right, we're going to punty up to this loop. We got that made. We're going to go with this color that we used on the first one, actually. Well, cool. I'm really glad. I said I was going to turn it on earlier and try it out. So I'm glad I ended up doing it, even though it was later on. Because now I can do more glass streams and not have to worry about not having my ventilation on, which is really not the smartest thing to do. How about the music, though? That probably isn't picked up as well. Now I have the extraction fan on. Anyway, let's get this loop sealed into the piece and finish it up. Wipe off a little kiln dust. Yeah, I'm really stoked about that actually. Because now I can do more streams in the studio and not have to worry about that aspect of things. Can't hear the music much though. Ah, all right. So there's ups and downs. But I'd say having the vent on is probably more beneficial to me than having the music, at least, you know? Yeah, dude. I'll definitely post them up in the Discord, and all of you can check them out. Here's this one, though. Came out pretty nifty. here's the finished product. I was just kind of looking at my loop placement. I feel like it could be a little more perfect, but it is what it is. I think it still looks really nice. I just like a nanometer of something I'm not super happy about. It's like kind of half to the side of the top. Not anything to worry about, but I'm very much a perfectionist with these things. So now I'm like, yes. It's all good though. It's not even really off. Turtle shell-esque? Yeah, a little bit. All right, cool. Well, now we know, as far as music is concerned, we might have to adjust on that, but I can have my vent fan on. And it's not picked up super crazy in the mic. Ah, damn. Now the lady's calling me. I've gotten 2 calls while on stream. Sorry, madam. It will have to wait. I'm streaming. But I might wrap it up. I did kind of want to get to the full 3-hour marker. That should only be like 10 minutes though. Maybe I'll make something else quick just to get that full, tightly wrapped track. Oh, Mr. Breast, if you would like, I don't know how early you're going to be up, but just throwing it out there. I think I'm going to go fishing tomorrow early morn. If you want to make the drive, up to you. I'm going to go pretty dang early. You've been up all day and didn't nap? Might be able to swing it? Yeah, man. If you get to bed relatively soon, let me know. I'll leave it a open invite for you. But I might go out tomorrow with her because I think she has the day off. And she's been wanting to go as well. What time? I'm not sure. Probably early. Oh my gosh. No, she didn't. That's so funny. She just texted me. She was going to go see a movie with some friends. And she just texted me that she took a nap and missed the movie. So I'll probably get her sooner than later. Yeah, sure, man. Sounds good. Sounds good. I'll send you where I'm planning on heading to, and I'll probably be up quite early. I might get there like early, like 5 or 6, but I can just send you the info, and potentially, if you want to come, awesome. If not, we could hit that spot that's closer to you soon as well. Oh, maybe after restarting the stream, it'll let me. Yes! Come on! Come on! All right. Now I can show you in more detail what we've made today. Fuck yeah! Well, good thing it timed out for whatever reason. Now I can nip in the kiln and do a more detailed preview than the front camera. Hold on one sec though. I gotta put my glove on. No glove, no love, you know what I mean? Okay. Get these hot. Pop the kiln open. Grab the one I just made. Turned out super cool. And then the second one, this one looks awesome, dude. I love the greens. I'm glad it struck out as well, because at first a lot of the pattern wasn't showing up. I think that one's really cool. All right, let's get them back into safety. Nice. I'm super glad that worked. Hold on, I'm gonna do something else as well. We're gonna experiment a little bit while I'm here. Hold on. I don't know if I can get the right angle I want for everything, but I just kind of wanted to experiment and see if maybe I can prop it up on something for a second. Hopefully it doesn't fall down. Anyway, I'm wondering, I'd have to adjust the tripod, but I'm wondering, is that a more quality image using the back camera most of the time versus the front one? Because I could prop it up like that, because I can see on the laptop. Like I usually have it facing the other way because I can read, the chat comes up on the phone. But if I have the laptop, I can always read that from here. And then I can see if I'm in frame from the laptop too. I was just kind of wondering if this is a more quality image than the front camera. Kind of what I was curious about. Because that way, like when I'm showing detail from pieces, I can grab the phone, boom, and then be like, oh, yo, check this out. You know, that kind of stuff. Chin cam. Yeah, that looks way better. It's pretty similar. I think, but I do agree that it seems a little more quality. So maybe I'll try that on the next Torch Tuesday. I'll adjust the mount on the tripod, then we can flip it and rip it, and it should be a more premium quality of image, and then I can show what I'm making more off the bat like that, you know? I think that's it's a bit of a big brain play. Awesome though. I'm glad it flipped around and I was able to show the pieces from today. They came out cool, man. I like both a ton. I really like that blue one though. The blue and green. I'm a big ocean fella. It's got an oceanic vibe. Cool, man. Appreciate the feedback on that though. I needed it. I needed to know. All right. I'm going to close up the garage door. I'm going to turn the gases off. And then I think we will wrap it up for the day in the studio here. I kind of want to make some more stuff, but I know the lady probably wants to see me, and I would love to get some grub. So give me a second while I bust a move to the back of the studio, and I'll be back in 2 seconds. Yeah, I'm glad we tested a few things out though. So now I know I can run my fan. Oh, sorry. I'm glad we tested a few things out. Now I know I can run my fan and I can use the back camera, and that'll look even better. And I can just monitor it via the laptop, and I should provide a more quality image. So I think we'll do that for the next glass blowing stream, and it should be even nicer. Alrighty, let's go ahead and shut the kiln off. Let those pieces cool down. I'm gonna turn my gases off so I don't forget this time as well. I only forgot the propane last time though. The studio wind down. But still, I need to drain the lines. It's important. Where's my lighter? There she is. Yeah, that's cool though. I'll look at the VOD too and try to see the difference as as well between the front and the back camera. I mean, it makes sense that the back camera would be a more quality image than the front one due to the nature of things. But I had it because I can read the chats on my phone this way better. I'll just angle this in a better position so I can look over here more. All right. The main vein is drained for real this time. Alrighty though, my friends, I've got to crack on, grab some dinner. So I think we will leave it here. Thank you, everyone that tuned in, chatted, lurked, subbed, the mods, everyone out there. Much appreciation for you. Uh-oh, we got the first ban. Get out of here. Lifted, are you still out there? Ban this man. Anyway, it doesn't show up on the screen for the VOD, so it doesn't matter. Thank you for tuning in, buddy. All right, my friends, much love. Thank you, everyone that tuned in, chatted, lurked, hung out, contributed to the stream in any and every which way, depending on where you're at in the world. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your evening and or day. Much love to you. It's been a great Torch Tuesday. Had a lot of fun making some new things. All right, stay safe, and I will be back very soon, possibly tomorrow, if not the next day, probably for some gaming action. Maybe we'll do a double whammy live stream this week now that I've figured out those things. Anyway, till then, my friends, much love and peace out. Peace.